Hi everyone, welcome back to Little Gymnasts at Home. Hope you're all keeping well and that you've enjoyed the session so far. So today we're going to work on our handstands. We're going to follow the same format as we have been doing, so we're going to do a little pulse raising warm up, followed by some stretches, then some challenges and then a little sequence to finish. So let's get started. Okay, so for our pulse raising warm-up today, we're going to play a little game called corners. So we're going to need to mark out 4 corners in your space. Doesn't have to be a big space, but you're going to need to mark out 4 corners. So I've got my spots here. I'm going to put my blue one here, white one here, red one here, and a yellow one here. Okay, so once you've marked out your corners, each corner is going to be a happy corner. So it's going to have a happy name. So we're going to have the blue one is going to be unicorns, the white one is going to be rainbows, the red one is going to be ice cream, and the yellow one is going to be waterfalls. Okay, so see if you can remember that. We've got unicorns, ice cream, rainbows and waterfalls. Okay, so what we're going to do, you're going to move around your space doing different exercises, and when I shout happy corner, you've got to go to one of your corners. So if I then shout out the name of the corner that you're in, you're going to have to do 3 squat jumps. So I'll just show you what a squat jump looks like. Into the middle like this, and we'll go big jump up, touch the floor, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so there are squat jumps. Right, so the first way we're going to move around is we're going to do high knees. So you need to find your space, and we're doing our high knees like this, all around your space, anywhere you want to. Okay, get doing your high knees. Keep going with those high knees all around your space, and happy corner. So you need to go and stand in one of your corners. Okay, now if you are in the unicorn corner, if that's you, you need to do 3 squat jumps. Off you go. If you're not in the unicorn corner, you can just have a little rest for a minute. Brilliant. Okay, so the next way we're going to move around is we're going to do jumping jacks. So these are jumping jacks. So you're going to move all around your space, everywhere you can, doing your jumping jacks. Keep going, keep doing those jumping jacks. That's it, I'm a bit out of breath. Keep going, well done. And happy corner. So go to one of your corners. Right, so if you are in the rainbow corner, whichever one was the rainbow corner, you need to do 3 jumping jacks. Off you go. Brilliant. That's it. If you're not in that corner, you can just have a little rest. Okay, brilliant. So the next way we're going to move around is you're going to do heel flicks like this, kicking your heels all around your space. Yeah, kicking your heels. Keep moving. That's it. Keep going. All around, getting your pulse raised. And happy corner. So off you go to a corner, any corner you want. Okay, and this time we'll go waterfall. So if you're in your waterfall corner, you need to do 3 squat jumps. That's it, big stretch up to the ceiling when you do your squat jumps, and see if you can squat right down and touch the floor. Lovely. Okay, fabulous, really good. Okay, so this time when we move around, we're going to see if we can do little bounces with our feet together. So we're going to have our arms glued to our ears, and we're going to do little bounces all the way around your space. Off you go. That's it. Keep going. Brilliant. Keep bouncing. Well done. And happy corner. Okay, so choose one of your corners, and this time we're going to go to the ice cream corner. Okay, well I wish we were. So if you are in the ice cream corner, see if you can do 3 really good squat jumps. Fabulous. Okay, last one. We'll see if we can. If you've got enough space, do a little bit of skipping. So skipping around, little hops. Maybe these be little ones. All the way around your space. That's it. Keep going. Keep skipping. Keep going. All the way around. And happy corner. So get yourself to a corner. Okay, this time if you are in the ice cream corner, the unicorn corner, the waterfall corner or the rainbow corner, if that's any of the corners, I want you to see if you can do 10 squat jumps, really good ones. Get those legs working. Okay, keep going. Big stretch up, all the way down. Big stretch up to the ceiling. Make sure you're getting your bottom right down to your heels when you do them. That's it, keep going. And once you've done 10, well done. Brilliant. Okay, so you should be nice and warm by now. Okay, so we're going to work on our stretches now. Get ourselves nice and stretched before we start our gymnastics. So you're just going to copy the stretches that I do like we did last time. Okay. We're going to start here. And we're going to go look up to the ceiling and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and then to one side, and the other, and the other, and the other. And then shrug those shoulders. That's it. And big circles back with your shoulders. Super. And forward. Brilliant. Okay, big stretch up like this. So you can get your arms nice and straight. So we're trying to push our hands back past our head if we can. And then behind your bottom. And we're going to go over the top. Like this. And then a big stretch up again. Try and get those arms nice and straight. And back over. And right over your head. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to pull our hand like this. Try and stretch. And this way. And this way. And this way, and then we can go over the top, and up, and big stretch out, and up, and stretch, and then right up to the ceiling, and see if you can touch the floor without bending your legs. So you can get your hands nice and flat on the floor, and then all the way up, and down, keep those legs straight, nice flat hands, and then we're going to walk our hands to one of our feet, and back over to the other foot. And back over, and back over. Well done. Okay, so we're going to jump our feet together. Put your hands flat on the floor. And try and make sure your hands are nice and close to your feet. And you're going to lift your bottom up after 3. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Try and hold it there. Stretching those hamstrings. Good. Hold it there. Brilliant. Okay, give your legs a shake. Be like this. Hands on your hips, and we're going to do big circles. Keep those legs nice and straight, and the other way. Super. Arms out to the side, tiny circles. I'll go bigger, and bigger, and bigger, bigger, and brush those ears. And then forward, brushing those ears. Good. Okay, arms up at the top, and one forward, one back. And then back the other way. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to sit in straddle. And we are going to make sure our legs are nice and straight and our toes are pointed. Try and push your knees into the floor. Okay, I'm going to reach over towards our toe. And up. And reach. And up. And reach. And I'm going to go out to the front. And I'm going to stretch as far as we can. Okay. Just go as far as you can. I can't go very far anymore, but I'm sure you guys can. Hold it there. Go as far as you can. Once you've gone as far as you can, take a deep breath, and then see if you can go a little bit further. Ooh. Okay, and hold it there. Got to hold it. Well done. Okay, give your legs a little shake, and then stretch them forward. Big stretch up to the ceiling, and we're going to be toes. Good. Okay, grab your feet and so you can take your feet for a walk. And then if you've still got hold of your toes, see if you can pull yourself down towards your legs and hold it. Take a deep breath, see if you can get a little bit further. Good. Okay, and now onto our ankles. Your ankle, big circle. That's it. Well done. And the other one. Super. Oh, mine are cracking. Okay, and then point and stretch. Point, stretch, point, stretch. So you can stretch both up and then point both, stretch both, and point both, stretch both, and both. Okay, onto your hands and knees, your hands flat, and so you can push your armpits down, and then push your hips down towards the mat. Oh, okay. Try not to hunch your shoulders up like that. Okay, and then stretch your armpits down, and push your hips. Good. Okay. Right, we need to make sure our wrists are nice and warm for this because we're doing lots of stuff on our hands, so give your wrists a nice shake. And then we'll do our spaghetti. And meatballs. And put some cheese on top. And some ketchup. Okay, and we'll just do a couple of little extra wrist ones just to make sure. So you're going to put your hands flat on the floor like this. Lean forward gently. And then put your hands facing in and lean back. And then side to side. Like this. And then facing in like this. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so onto our knees. We're going to do our splits now. So why don't we start with our worst leg so we can get that one over with. So take your worst leg or your least good leg. So you put it forward like this, nice and straight. So your foot is in front of your knee. And then we're going to stretch forward. Your stretch. And then straighten. If you need to balance, you can do. And stretch forward. And balance. That's it. One hand either side of your front foot. And then you're going to slide your back knee out as far as you can go. Oh gosh. And go as far as you can into your split. So we're trying to stay in a straight line. Okay. Ooh, you can hold it there. Good. Okay. Swap legs. So onto our good leg now. So take your other leg. Make sure it's nice and straight. Stretch forward. And straighten. And stretch. And straighten. And take one hand either side. And you're going to slide your back leg out, trying to stay in a nice straight line as far as you can. And we're trying to keep our hips facing forward. I'm twisting a little bit there, but you need to try and keep your hips facing forward and hold it as far as you can. Okay, good. Brilliant. Give the legs a little shake. Super. So we are ready to get started with our session now. Okay, so we're nice and warm now, so we're going to get started with our session. So we're going to work on our handstands today, everyone. This session will be good for you if you are still learning your handstand or if you can already do a handstand, because you can never do enough practice. Okay, so we're going to do a few different challenges. I'm going to show you what the challenge is and then you're going to pause the video and go away and practice. Okay, so the first one is called, well, people give this different names, but I've heard it's called caterpillar walks. Okay, so this is about strengthening our shoulders and using our core. They're very, very important for our handstands. So you need to find a space and we're going to have a go at this. So you're going to start with your feet together and you are basically going to walk your hands out to a front support and see if you can go back into a standing position. So from here, we're going to lean down and we're going to go into our front support. Hold that front support with a nice flat back and see if you can walk nice and slowly back to standing. Okay, and again, forward and hold it strength if you can. Walking those hands forward and back. If you're feeling adventurous and you're allowed to put your feet on furniture, you can have a go like this. So I'm going to put my feet on here. So it's a bit harder because you're a little bit higher. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to walk my hands out to here and back. And I'm trying to get to a vertical position. And then forward and back. And just be very careful with that and make sure you're not putting your feet on anything you're not supposed to. Okay, so you are going to pause the video, go away and see if you can do 10 of those. So that's one back, one forward and back is one. See if you can go away and do 10 of those. Okay, well done with that one. That's going to get you really, really strong for your handstands. So we're going to try another one now. Now this one is called a mushroom jump. Now normally I don't demonstrate this. I get one of my lovely coaches to demonstrate this one because they're much better at it than I am. But I will have a go. So you need to make sure that you follow the instructions on this one because you do not want to tip over. So you're basically jumping up into a little handstand but with bent legs. Now the reason you have bent legs is to stop you tipping over. Okay, so we're trying to get ourselves nice and strong in the handstand position but without the risk of falling over. All right, so you need to watch carefully. So I'm going to go over here. So you need to make sure you've got your mat in front of you. Start with our feet together. Actually, I'll do it here so you can see better. Okay, we're going to put our hands on the floor and then I'm going to jump up and see if I can kick my bottom and open my shoulders out, so like a little mini handstand. So I'm going to go like this. And then I'm basically going to jump up and see if I can kick my bottom. 1, 2, 3. Okay, have another go. Put my hands down and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just make sure that you are keeping your legs in, bent, kicking your bottom, and you are keeping your shoulders nice and open, and that we're trying not to tip over. All right, so go away, see if you can do 10 of those. Make sure you stop in between each one, otherwise you're going to get tired. So when you come down from one, you need to have a little breather and then go again. Okay, off you go. Okay, well done if you managed to do those. They are brilliant for improving your handstands. They're one of my favourites. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is quite tricky. You are going to need something to put your feet on. So you just need to check with your parents whether there is anything you can put your feet on. Make sure you check first. Okay. We're going to have a go at this one. It's quite tricky. So basically this is again about improving our strength. A lot of things we do in handstands are about improving our strength. So we're going to go over to the thing that we're putting our feet on. And I'm going to use the sofa again. We're going to go into this position. So you put your hands on the floor, make sure your hands are flat. We're going to stick our bottom up in the air and we're going to try and get into a vertical position if we can. And then we're very careful, going to lift one leg up towards the ceiling. See if you can hold it for 5. Okay, bring your other leg down and see if you can lift the other one up. And hold it for 5. Okay. Ooh, that is hard. Okay, if you can do that, that's going to improve your handstands a lot. It's kind of like a half handstand. Okay, but it is quite tough, and if you stay up for too long, it might make you go dizzy. So just make sure it's 5 seconds on each leg, and we're trying to get our leg vertical. Okay, so you're going to see if you can do 10 of those. So that includes each leg, but make sure you have a rest in between. So you come down, have a breather, make sure you get vertical again, and then have another go. So go away, check what you can put your feet on, and see if you can do 10 of those ones. Okay, well done. You might need to have a little rest now and grab a drink. So that one was quite hard. So the next challenge we're going to do is slightly different. It's called a frog balance. Now it's not in a handstand shape, so it might seem quite strange, but one of the things you need to be able to do a good handstand is you need to be able to use your hands to grip the floor, and this exercise is really good to get you to practice that. Okay, it is quite tricky, so you might not be able to do it the first time. Okay, you need to make sure that you have a mat in front of you because you don't want to be tipping forward. Okay, so I'll show you what we're going to do. Basically, you've got to find your space and you've got to stand with your legs together and your feet pointing outwards slightly. Okay, and then you're going to bend down and make sure your knees are going out to the side. Okay, so it's very important. So you're kind of like a little frog crouching down with your knees out to the side. Okay, so you're going to take your hands, you need to spread your fingers out like this, and you're going to put your hands shoulder width apart on the floor, about here. Okay, make sure your fingers are nice and wide. Okay, and then your elbows should be towards the inside of your knee now. What you're going to do, you're going to need to push your elbows out towards your knees, like this, so they're resting, so your knees are resting on your elbows. And then you're going to lean forward and see if you can lift your feet off the floor. You need to do it very gently. So we'll see if I can do it. You're going to lean forward, lean, and see if you can lift your feet off. And then bring them down. Okay, I'll just do it from this side so you can see. So feet like this, crouch down, make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Push your elbows into your knees, and then you're going to lean forward, make sure your head's looking towards the floor, and very carefully you're going to lift your feet off the floor. And then down. Okay, you need to use your hands to grip, okay, and really concentrate on trying to balance. So go and have a practice. I want you to see if you can practice 10 times and see what the longest time you can hold the frog balance for within those 10 tries is. Okay, off you go. Okay, well done if you managed to do the frog balance. That is very tricky. Okay, so we're going to move on now to our kick up to handstand. All right, this is the most difficult one because you're going to be doing a full handstand. Now, we need to be careful that we can do each stage properly because we're going to break this down into stages. So you need to be in control of yourself at each stage. That means that you need to be coming down nice and gently, in control. Your body needs to be nice and tight. So if you are finding that you are falling down or flopping down or you're bendy, then you need to stop that and practice the stage that you've just done, to make sure that you can do that before you move on. Okay, we need to be nice and strong for our handstand, so sometimes we need to do a little bit more strength work before we move on to this one. Okay, so we're going to break it down. We're going to start off with our lunges. We're going to start like this. Even if you can already do handstands, all of this is worth practicing to make sure your technique is right. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet together, nice and strong. Think about squeezing your body, and we're going to do 10 lunges forward. Your front leg is your best leg that you'd like to step onto. It's going to be bent, and your back leg is going to be straight. Okay, so we're going to lunge and reach a nice deep lunge with our back leg nice and straight, and then come back. Okay, and we're going to do it again. And back up. So you should be able to come back up in a nice controlled way. If you can do that, then see if you can practice 10 of those, all nice and controlled. Okay, off you go. Great. Okay, so now that we've done the lunge, we need to think about kicking our back leg. It's very important that your back leg is nice and straight. So all you're going to do is you're going to add on a little kick to the end of your lunge. So we're going to go like this. Lunge and kick. And then back. Okay, you need to make sure that as soon as you start to move forward onto your lunging leg, that your back leg starts to come up, because your back leg will be the leg that will help you get up to your handstand. So So I'll show you again. I'm going to lunge forward, lunge, your back leg comes up, and nice and straight. Okay, we're not coming off the floor into handstand yet, we're just kicking our leg up. So see if you can do 10 of those with a nice straight leg. Okay, so now we've done that, we can start to see if we can jump off the floor a little bit. So you're doing exactly the same as you've just done, but you're going to hop your front leg a little bit off the floor. Not too high, just a little bit, and we're keeping our legs nice and straight and our tummies pulled in. Okay, so lunge and hop, and then back down. Okay, I'll show you again. Only doing a little hop and our legs are nice and straight. So lunge and hop. Okay, see if you can do 10 of those. Okay, so if you manage to do that one nice and safely, then we can move on to the next one. One of the things you need to think about is coming down without making a sound. That means you're stepping down, not falling down, which means you're in control. Okay, so you're going to do exactly what you've just done, but this time you can bring your other leg up to join. Okay, so we'll go lunge, kick, and join, and step down. Okay, to show you again, lunge, kick, bring the other one up and down. Okay, so go away and practice and see if you can do 10 of those. Brilliant, well done. So now that we've practiced all of those exercises, we are going to do a little sequence, and we're going to see if we can include 4 of the moves in the sequence. So the 4 we're going to include are the kick to handstand, the mushroom jump, caterpillar walk, and the frog balance. Okay, so I'm going to break it down and we'll do each section, and then you need to pause the video and go and practice that little section. Okay, so we'll start off over here in the middle of your space. Alright, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to step forward, bring our leg up like this, and step back and bring our leg up like this, and then feet together. Okay, then we're going to do our caterpillar walk. So we're going to walk out, hold the front support, and back, walk it out, then jump our legs into a star shape, and back into front support, and then into tuck. Okay, right, you pause the video and see if you can practice that part. Fabulous, so from here, we're going to turn a little bit to the side, and we're going to do side chassé to the other corner. And we'll turn. Okay, so we're ready in one of our corners, and we're going to have a go at the mushroom jumps now. So we're going to do 2 of them. So remember, nice and controlled, arms up, hands down, and kick. And we're going to step forward and do another one, hands down, and kick. Good. Okay, so from there, we can sweep our arms around and bring our toes out to the side, and then we're going to crouch down ready for our frog balance. So our knees go out to the side, hands down, push your elbows, and see if we can do the frog balance. And then down, and then up. Okay, so pause the video and see if you can practice that part of the sequence. Okay, so we just come out of our frog balance, and then we're going to do a lunge to the side and swing our arms out to the side. So we're going to go swing, and then we're going to do a side chassé, and our arms are going to go all the way over the top like this. And then a little turn, and then we're ready in position to do our kick up to handstand. I have to be careful I don't hit the light. So we're going to go lunge, kick, down, and finish. Okay, pause the video and see if you can practice that part. Okay, so we're going to have a run through of the whole sequence now and see if we can remember it all. So remember, we start in the middle and we're going to step forward, one arm up and step back, feet together into our caterpillar walks, hold the front support and back and forward, hold the front support into star, together, tuck and up. And we do our side chassé and facing this corner, and we're going to do our mushroom jumps. And step forward, and another one. Good. Circle those arms, and get ready to go into your frog now. So your knees go out to the side, hands down, and into our frog. Down, good, and stretch out to the side, and then we're going to do the circular arms all around and to the end, and I'll kick up to handstand to finish, and present, and we're done. Okay, so, can you go away and practice that routine? See if you can make it as neat as you can, so nice and tight, pointing your toes. And I would love it if you could send me any videos of you doing that sequence. Brilliant. Okay, well done. You've done really well with that session. So remember, when you're practicing your handstands, the best things to practice are the strength exercises. So getting your core nice and strong and your shoulders nice and strong. All of that is going to really, really help your handstands for the future. Okay, so well done, and I will see you all next week.